Here's your next example. Count this one and write your number down on your whiteboard when you're ready. Remember, we're only writing our number, nothing else. Thumbs up when you have it. So speedy on that one. Good. Show me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Jennifer, I'm going to start with a tricky question for you this time. How many 10s do you see, Jennifer? Good. 10 10s. 5 10s and 5 10s is 10 10s. How many cubes do you see altogether, Jennifer? Oh, 101 cubes. How did you know it was 101? Because you knew these 10 10s were 100 and you counted one more. Let's do that together. 100, 101. Nice job. And how many ones would that be, Carl? Good. 101 cubes is 101. Very good. And you would write 101 just like this. Nice job, my friends. I have one more for you. Don't get tricked on this one. Okay. Count the cubes here. Thumbs up when you're ready and you've written it down. Show me on 3. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Julissa, how many 10s do you see here? Nice, 11 10s. Let's count it. 5 10s and 5 10s is 10 10s. And one more 10 is 11 10s. How much is 11 10s? Let's count that together, boys and girls. I know that 10 10s is 100. So I'm going to count on from 100 and I'm going to count 10 more. 100, 110. So 11 10s is 110. Okay. How many cubes did you see here? If you got this many cubes, you got it. There are 113 cubes here. If you didn't get it, no worries. We can keep learning. This is kind of a tricky one. 113, let's see how we know. Well, we already counted 11 10s, and 11 10s is 110. Now we just have to count on by ones. Do it with me. 110, 111, 112, 113. Great job, boys and girls. Go ahead and erase your whiteboard. So your whiteboard should look completely clean, just like mine. Go ahead and put your cap on your marker. And you can put your marker, your eraser, and your whiteboard to the side. And we're going to do a little more practice, boys and girls, on our problem set. Here's what you need. You need to take out of your math folder your lesson 9 problem set and a pencil. Take 30 seconds to find those things, friends. And give me a thumbs up on the screen when you're ready to go. Okay, my friends, we're going to do the first problem together here. And then you're going to work on the rest on your own. I'm going to cover this up so we're just looking at problem 1. If it helps you to do that too, go ahead and grab a plain piece of paper and cover it up so you're just looking at problem 1. You don't have to do that though, it's optional. Okay, go ahead and point to count, and I want you to read the directions and track with your finger or your pencil as I read them out loud. Count the objects, fill in the place value chart, and write the number on the line. Okay, I see groups of 10 here. Okay, let's start by counting by tens. I want you to point and count with me. We're going to start with 10 and then count by tens. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. There were 9 tens. 9 tens is the same as 90. Now I see some ones, and I know to count those ones, I can just count on from 90, and that will give me my number all together. Here we go. Start at 90. Count with me. 90. I'm going to cross these out as I count so I don't lose my place. Let's start again. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. So all together, I have 98 objects. Okay, I'm going to put that in a box so I know that's my total. Now, let's think carefully and use our picture to help us. If there are 98 total objects, how many tens are there in 98? Think, think, think. I can use my picture to help me here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tens in 98. And we figured that out when we counted by 10. We said 9 tens is the same as 90. And I see that that 9 digit there is what is representing my 9 tens. And then how many ones did we count? If you forget, that's okay, just count them again. We counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. So in the number 98, there are 9 tens and 8 ones, and that gives us 98 all together. Okay, my friends, here's what I would like you to do. Don't start working just yet. Here are the problems that I want you to work on right now. Go ahead and circle problems 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 seconds to do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Those are the problems that I want you to work on right now on your own. Flip the page. Okay. These problems on the back are an optional challenge. You can go ahead and cross them off, okay? But you know, friends, if you finish before the timer goes off, you can start to work on these as an optional challenge. 5 seconds to cross these off so you know that they're just optional. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, my friends. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. I want you to do the very best you can in these 10 minutes, and I'll be checking in with you too to see how it goes. Okay, your 10 minutes starts right now. Okay, so some options as students work here. I think for students who you know might struggle with this or who just need more support, you could put those students in a breakout room and continue to do this in a more scaffolded way with those students. And while they're in the breakout room and you're doing it kind of step by step with them and asking more questions, your other students who are more independent can be doing this independently on their own in the main Zoom room. And then those students too, when they finish, know that they can go on to the back, okay? If those students, if you have some really high flyers who are going to do this very quickly and do the back very quickly, I would set a norm that once students finish the problem set, they know they can log right on to Zearn and start Zearning. I didn't give those explanations today, but that would just be a norm that I set with my scholars, that if they finish early, they can go right on to Zearn. I think depending on the problem set and depending on what you're seeing with your students, you also have some options as to whether or not you would want to review some or all of the problem set together, or if you want students to just put this in their back to school folder so that you can check their work at a later time, or perhaps you have students or a family member take a picture of their work so that you can check it that way. I certainly don't think it's necessary for you to check students' work on every single problem set, but I think it would be nice to check maybe one or so per topic so you can think about which is the most important problem set in this topic that I really want to see some student work on. And then as far as going over answers with kids, I probably wouldn't go over everyone on this problem set with them, but I might pick a couple and then just direct students that if they made a mistake, as we go over, they can fix it just by crossing off and writing the correct answer. Crossing off instead of erasing is a way for you to see what students' original work was if they take a picture or turn it into at a later time. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much for watching.